Gino! Gino! Come here!
Jilly, can't you tell I'm moping? Lead me to my mope.
Seriously, you're going to love this.
Love it more than drifting through the Tantum Void with no money, down to our last tin of beans? I doubt it.
Look! I used one of Bernard's dodgy boxes. I hooked up the computer with the free network access.
Jilly, are you telling me we have telly?
Yes, I am, Gino. Over 200 channels.
Oh yes, I'm going to binge on so much shit. Give me the remote. Let's see. Nothing. Shit. Show about making moonshine. Shopping channel. Another show about making moonshine. What the fuck, Jilly? This is local network only.
Yeah?
Voider stations. It's gonna be nothing but crap.
Ooh, Liberty News.
No, you are not sticking on the news. Remember Mum and Dad used to leave this on non-stop for the whole day? Melt your feckin' head.
Smaction TV. Let's give that a look.
Coming this spring to Smaction TV, Season 14 of the long-running hit show Inspector Wen. This season, our time-traveling detective must face his arch-nemesis, Starquake.
Do you know what time it is, Inspector?
7:30 by the looks of it.
No, it's time to die.
With only his female companion, Penny Whistle, to aid him, can Inspector Wen stop Starquake and end the Chrono Rebellion once and for all?
Where are we, Inspector?
The question isn't where, Miss Whistle. It's...
When?
Yes, when. That's my line. I was going to say.
Find out this spring only on Smaction TV, your home for action that smacks.
And mute. Jesus. What a ridiculous show. You're right, Gino. There's nothing on. Wait. What are you doing?
Trying to find Inspector Wen.
What?
That looked amazing. Oh, I think I just found my next binge-worthy show.
You're not serious.
Jilly, clear my schedule. Let's go, Inspector Wen. We got a universe to save.
If we don't stop this reality warp, this entire sector will be swallowed by a black hole.
Inspector, the orphans. You must rescue them.
Hey, Inspector Wen is about to face off against the Singularity.
Okay, I understand you're a bit down about losing the Lammergeier, but we need to plan.
This is the plan, Sonia. We vegetate until it all blows over.
Okay, I don't think you realise how long we'll be here. Vraxia Thor isn't just going to forget about us. We may be here for months before the heat dies down. Meanwhile,
Hey,
you're chowing down on the last bag of crisps.
they're ready salted. If anything, I'm doing you a favour.
We need a job, Gino. There must be some work we can pick up. Or some dead frigate with scrap to salvage.
I threw the word out to a few Voider contacts I have that were looking for work. They haven't gotten back to me yet. I was also thinking about doing up an ad, but I just haven't found the inspiration yet to write the script.
Well, can you inspire yourself quick? Because we're broke and in need of specific items.
What items?
Never you mind.
Drugs?
No! Look, Gino, you're our captain. You guided us past Leopold King when most would have died. You've earned our benefit of the doubt. We trust you to get us out of this. Don't let us down.
Okay, first officer. What do I do?
Well, first thing you do is stop watching Inspector Wen.
Okay.
And secondly, dump the crisps. Ready salted. You might as well be eating paper.
Shit, proximity alert.
Is that your new way of saying incoming vessel?
Yeah. All crew to their stations now.
Wow, very formal. I'm impressed.
Thank you, I'm trying.
What's happening, Gino?
Proximity alert, Jill.
What are you seeing, Jilly?
Inquisitorial patrol.
Shit, what's their movement pattern?
Standard vector route. They're not heading for us, but they will pass us within a scan range.
Could they be looking for us?
I don't know, they might be. We can't take any risks that they are.
Won't tearing off make us look suspicious?
Not if we're voiders. They're expected to run away. If anything, waiting around will look more suspicious. Bernard, you there?
Here now, Gino. Engines ready.
Right, Jilly, let's go.
Where to, Gino?
Surprise me. Bernard, give me max light for 5 seconds on my mark.
You got it, Gino.
Hit it. God, I missed that.
The patrol is continuing its vector. No deviation. We're okay.
Bernard, how's our fuel looking?
Not great, Gino. 34% booster and 12% antimatter fuel. That's all we got left.
Feck, we won't be making any more light jumps if this keeps up.
Gino, I'm picking something up in the long range scanners.
Is it a money tree?
No, it's a wreck. Hang on, I'm gonna have to bring us a bit closer.
Go easy on the burner.
Okay, I can scan it properly. No way.
What is it?
It's a mausoleum.
Are we at war again?
No, we found something.
Is it an asteroid made of toilet paper? Because we're out.
A tomb ship. We found a feckin' tomb ship.
A what?
They're like graveyards, but on a spaceship.
That's weird.
It's like a fancy space burial. They're not cheap either. Plots go for hundreds of thousands.
Or wealthy families go in for one and use it to bury generations of relatives.
That's so creepy.
I don't know. It might be nice to know all your family is out there, orbiting your solar system. Kind of beautiful if you ask me.
Kinda freaky if you ask me.
Well, I think this one might be the kind of freaky one. Its engines are offline, no planned drift pattern. If this ship had a course, it's way off.
Any info about it in the galactic data logs?
I'm checking that now. Okay, its official name is the Mausoleum of Jeremun. According to the records, the Jeremans are, or were, a wealthy mining family from Asterox in the Helios-Horus binary system.
The same system as Volos, where the Atlas men vanished.
The very same. Apparently, the whole population of Asterox was relocated after the light cordon of Oaken.
I don't get it. That system is on the other side of the galaxy. How did it end up here?
And how did it end up in such a state?
Scans are showing hull damage from laser fire. The thrusters were damaged beyond use. There seems to be debris on the hatch door too. Possibly a ship that got blown off, leaving behind its docking portal.
Did the hull breach?
I don't think so.
Lads, this is it.
What is?
This is how we sort our financial situation.
What do you mean, we rob it?
Precisely.
What?
Well, rob is a strong word. I would have gone with salvage.
Ah, lads, we can't. Oh, I've after getting a shiver. Sonia, tell them we can't go grave robbing.
Jilly, we're broke. We're almost out of fuel, rations, oxygen, and water. I say we rob some graves.
Yes, Sonia.
Oh my god, have you no respect for the dead?
Jilly, we're out of tampons. I've no respect left to give.
I take it from the lack of screaming and explosions that we're good.
Better than good, Bernard. Check out on the computer what we found.
A tomb ship. Jesus, now that's a rare find.
They want to rob it, Bernie.
Salvage, Chili.
Surely there's a finder's fee for her. I'd imagine the Jeremons want their dead back.
Well, now there's an idea, Barney. I'd imagine mining tycoons are fierce generous with rewards.
I just checked there.
And?
The German family went bust after the light cordon. They were in the process of selling the ship when it, and they, vanished.
Okay, that is weird.
Surely this ship has something to do with their disappearance.
Maybe they went into hiding to avoid the taxman. That's what I'd do.
There's no way anybody's alive on that ship. It's been floating through space, dead for 10 years.
I agree with Gino. Just looking at their history, they're dodgy as feck. Accusations of slavery, trafficking, mutilation. One of their sons was accused of being a serial killer.
Stop! Sonia, Rebecca's here.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, it bothers me.
They would definitely be the type to run from their financial woes.
Okay, explain why the mausoleum is all the way out here then.
Ain't it obvious?
It got hit by a raiding party and went through an unrecorded wormhole.
That's the only logical conclusion. Well done, Rebecca.
You learn a thing or two from waiting on long-distance cargo haulers. Those guys got some stories.
A wormhole from here to Heliosaurus would be a very lucrative find for us. I'd bet someone would pay big money for an easy passage through the light cordon.
I don't even like looking at the ship on my scanners. Look, whatever we're doing, can we do it now?
Right, first things first, Chili. Can we get near to the ship?
Their guns seem to be offline. Hang on, I'm going to fire a round across their bow. No response from their guns. Their auto defense is down.
Excellent. Bring her in.
What's the plan, so?
The way I see it, if Peter were to cross the ship's data logs, as well as a sizable amount of precious heirlooms...
Why are you assuming Peter will do it?
Well, Chili, he's not here and, well, Bag's not.
Bag's not.
What's happening? Is it another one of your weird Waterford things?
Just say Bag's not, then you don't have to do it.
Bag's not?
Good job.
Chili?
Bag's not.
Excellent. Peter's on, so... Where is he, by the way?
He's in his room painting. He said he's working on something top secret.
Right, well, I'll go say it to him.
I'm going to.
Why?
So that he knows he actually has a choice in this.
The loser of Bagsies never gets a choice, Chili.
You guys are so weird.
So, you're saying you want me to board a giant space graveyard alone, with no idea if anyone else is on board, to rob dead people?
Yes.
Sure, sounds fun.
Peter, now, you don't have to say yes. You can be honest if you don't want to do it.
No way. Grave robbing's fun. I haven't done it in a while.
You used to be a grave robber, Peter.
Among other jobs, yeah.
That's awful.
It wasn't that bad. It's not like they know they're being stolen.
Wait. Know what's being stolen?
Them.
They're valuables, like.
No, them. The bodies.
Oh, no.
Is that making you uncomfortable, Gino? 'Cause what you're doing isn't too far behind.
Just so we're clear, you don't want the bodies, right?
Right.
What are you working on, Peter?
Oh, it's super duper top secret, so, well, I'll show you when it's finished.
Right, well, grab your stuff and meet us in the cockpit in 5, okay?
No problem, Cap.
Peter, this is dangerous and wrong. I really wish you'd have said no.
Jilly, I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
What are you on about?
I know we're out of cash. I gotta do this.
Did you really used to sell dead bodies?
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. See, when you...
No, never mind. I really do not want to know.
Right, lads, so Sonia's been doing up a plan.
Okay, so the airlock is our only way to dock with the mausoleum. Unfortunately, there's ship debris clogging up the locking mechanism. So that's the easy way out of the question.
So, the hard way then.
Is the exterior door still operational, Sonia?
Preliminary observations seem to indicate the door is undamaged.
And the interior airlock room is...
Intact? Yeah, looks like it. And, Bernard, I think you're having the same idea as me.
Well, share with the room, lads.
A vacuum jump.
No, lads, that's lethal.
Not if we get the pressure levels right.
Guys, I'm lost.
It's a dangerous and illegal space maneuver. You put on a spacesuit, open the airlock, and the vacuum sucks you out at high speed to your target. But you need to get it just right, and there are 100 things that could go wrong.
Like what?
The lads might get their calculations wrong and blow too fast, turning Peter into a space pancake. Peter might not be able to stabilise himself in time, and again, space pancake. There's more, but I don't want to keep thinking about it.
Couldn't we just open the airlock slowly? Leave Peter fly to the mausoleum using his own suit boosters?
Impossible. The mausoleum is off its axis, spinning at high speed. Even a vacuum jump is going to be difficult.
Yeah, it's already going to be like shooting a fly from 10 feet away. Imagine trying to hit it with a feather.
This is the only way to do it with the resources available to us.
I say we let Peter decide.
That's fair.
You don't have to do this, Peter. I know it's risky.
Peter, don't! We can find another way to make money.
I gotta do this. Where's the spacesuit?
In the corner, just mind the wet patch. I was having some Florillian cider the other day and it got a bit lazy.
You're still doing that?
Okay, lads, here we go. Bex?
I know. Essential personnel only.
You sit beside me. You want to learn how to fly, don't you?
What? Now?
As good a time as any. This maneuver is tricky. We'll need all hands. Jilly, how we looking?
We're perpendicular with the mausoleum. 2k from the hatch.
Okay, we'll begin our approach. Keep us stable, Jill. Sonia, how we looking?
I'm inputting the instructions now.
Peter, you okay?
I'm good, Cap.
Did you bring everything I packed?
You mean my lunch?
Yes.
Yeah, I got him.
And you brought Maria, yes?
Yep, and Frederico.
Who?
A Matahari Slinger, small caliber concealable handgun. He's a new addition to my firearm family.
And you have the tracking device, the one that used to call my small intestines home?
I have that too.
Good. Hey, when this is all over, I think we should all watch Inspector Wen. It's feckin' class.
No thanks. From what I saw, it's full of hokey catchphrases and ridiculous sci-fi jargon.
Don't you dare.
Lads, can we hurry this up? The quantum gyroscopics are struggling under the third plane pressure.
The engine's giving out. The mausoleum is spinning all over the place.
Steady, lads. Jilly, you take Y-axis control and I'll take X. I'll need all my focus on this, Bex. When I tell you, pull that lever.
What does it do?
It's a safety override. It's there to stop an accidental space ejection.
Or murder.
The computer knows there's a living person in the airlock, so there needs to be 2 people to consent to the command. The lever needs to be pulled when Sonia hits the eject button.
The Lammergeier didn't have one.
I don't think the Seabrooks give 2 fucks about safety.
Lads, she can't do this much longer.
Right, Sonia, you ready?
Instructions are in. Ready to hit the button.
Peter, you'll need to be in the skier position when the door opens.
But I've never skied.
Peter, just imagine yourself pooing with your feet together.
That's it, Peter.
Right, we're as stable as we're ever going to be.
Sonia, Bex, on my mark. Mark.
Pulling out!
I really hope Sonia's calculations were right.
I think so. The hatch door is rotating into view. He's going to hit dead on.
Peter, on my mark, hit boosters.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, hit it. Peter, are you okay?
Yeah, Cap. I'm good.
Thank Christ.
Lads, we did it. Come up to the cockpit. This calls for celebration. I'm busting out the good wine.
You mean the boxed one?
Hey, it's better than watered down cooking wine.
Guys?
Yeah, Peter?
What would happen if I were to say, vomit into my spacesuit? Would it cause it to malfunction?
Speaking from experience, no. But it's gonna smell.
Ooh boy, it's moving south into the wet patch. They're merging.
Gross.
I think they're friends now.
Cheers, lads.
I genuinely can't believe that worked. I was certain he'd die.
Yeah, I thought we'd be scraping Peter off the side of the mausoleum in the rubbish bags.
Guys, I can hear you.
We know.
Can I get a little something stronger than blackcurrant juice?
No.
Lads, it's fairly slack that you're having wine now. Plus, the mission isn't even finished.
The hard part's over. All Feckface has to do is rob anything clad in gold and inject himself out the airlock. He'll float in space for a bit and we'll pick him up. Eventually.
I can still hear you.
Shut up and tell me how you're fixed.
I'm good. No injury or damage.
No, not you. The ship.
Oh, yeah, it looks okay.
Look through the hatch door window, Peter. What do you see?
Nothing. It's pitch black. Hang on. I'll use my torch.
Is there anything in there that isn't nailed to the wall or floor?
Why are you asking that?
I'm hoping the gravity well is still activated.
I can see a button or a coin or something on the floor. It ain't moving.
Excellent. Peter, proceed with caution.
You got it.
Lads, I am feckin' giddy. Think of all the mad shite that's in there, waiting to be robbed by decent, hard-working people like us.
Yeah. Screw these rich bitches.
Language, Missy.
Where are we going to offload the merch, Gino, once we're finished?
I know of a township nearby that accepts dodgy salvage without any problem. The Winded Gypsy. Been there once or twice in my college days.
Oh God, I can only imagine what it's like if you recommend it.
They have a slogan, come for the good times. Leave because you got an aerial disease off an escort named One-Eyed Noreen and need immediate medical attention.
Guys, I'm inside.
What's it like, Peter?
Big.
Anything else?
Dark?
Big and dark. Great. Feckin' Shakespeare in there. You're a waste of painting vegetables, Peter.
Scanner says there's air. I'm going to take off my helmet.
Does it smell like dead people?
No, it ain't that bad. Smells kind of like the junk room above the canteen.
Dead rats, then.
Well, whatever it is, it's better than vomit. Welcome to the mausoleum of Jericho. Welcome Welcome, Jeremy.
Welcome.
Oh, hang on. There's a map on the wall here.
Peter, try and find a computer terminal. That should have the crypt manifest on it. It'll make it easier for us to find high-value graves.
Ugh. Lads, we're using up any good karma we had.
Will the computer still work?
If the gravity well and life support are still functioning, that means that the emergency controls are in effect. There's power running, so the computers must be active.
Okay, let's see. You are here. Well, no duh, Mr. Map. There's a substation a few hundred meters down this hallway. Will that do, Bernie?
Should work. Head down to it and let us know when you're there.
You got it.
Peter. Please be careful.
It's okay, Jilly. Peter can handle himself.
Plus, unless the Jeremons have figured out a way to rise from the dead, he should be fine.
Unless they're ghosts.
Don't you dare.
Don't mention ghosts around Gino, lads. You know he's phobic.
Are you having more wine? You know we're on a mission.
Bex mentioned the G word. Brings up trauma, which I soothe with delicious alcohol.
What trauma? What happened?
Gino saw a ghost.
What? Where? On the ship?
He says he saw it on the shuttlebug coming back from a piss-up on Percy's. He was drunk, high, and alone, mind you, so anything he says is dubious at best.
Even I don't believe him. And I believe in unicorns.
What did the spooky spectre look like, Gino? An old woman? An angry pirate?
It wasn't a person, it was a...
Ship.
Yeah, actually.
Remember when I was trying to tell that spooky story? That was it. Ghost ships. They're real.
Come on, Bex, don't be ridiculous.
No, hang on. What's the story?
Guys, I'm here now at the substation.
Feck, right. To be continued, little miss. Okay, Peter, do you see a computer?
Yeah, it's here. It's on, but it's occupied.
What?
There's a body here. Well, just bones now. There's a big old hole in his skull.
Peter, that sounds a bit dodgy. Maybe you should come back.
No, I'm here now. This needs to get done. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Who am I looking for?
We're looking for any of the more wealthy family members. The wealthiest would be the founder, Alistair Jeremy. Find him and we're golden.
I'm looking at the screen. There's a little green blinking line. What do I do?
Try hitting enter.
Okay. Screen is saying something.
What's it saying?
Do you come in peace? Yes or no? I'm going to say yes.
Peter, don't hit any more buttons until you tell us first, okay? It could be a trap.
Do you have a ship? Yes. Sorry, what? I wasn't listening.
Thank you for choosing Thanatos Aerospace, your #1 intergalactic burial providers since 2123. Thanatos, eternity in affluence.
Oh, hey there, computer voice thingy. How are you doing?
Request not valid. Please input valid request.
I'm looking for Alistair Jeremon. Was hoping you could, help?
Alistair Jeremon is located in the cockpit.
Oh, really? Hey, you guys getting this?
Weird place to be buried.
Actually, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Peter, head to the cockpit. Raid the tomb, and while you're there, see if you can access the ship's internal navigational data. If we get that, we can figure out where it came from. Find the unmapped wormhole.
Can do.
Turn off your radio now, Peter. Conserve its battery. Turn it back on when you get to the cockpit.
Sure thing.
Ha! That's funny.
What is?
Well, I was just doing a little more research on the Germans. Alistair is the patriarch of the family, apparently. Started the whole business. He died of natural causes a year before the Lycorden. It was meant to go to the eldest son, but he was the one accused of being a crazy serial killer. So they gave it to the second eldest.
And what's funny?
His name is... Oh my god! The defences! They're turning on!
Shit! The engine's offline!
Peter, get him out of there!
No time, Jill. Hit boosters. Sonia, we need shielding. Those are Embron lasers.
Engaging shields!
The turrets are trailing us!
Pull us away, Jilly.
The boosters are going as fast as they can!
The shields are at 50%!
Draw power from the core.
But we'll lose light speed.
It doesn't matter if we're dead.
Shields at 10%!
Drawing from core!
Shield drain slowing! 7%! 5%! 3%!
Jilly!
Nearly there!
1%! Oh fuck!
We're out of range!
Anybody else relieve themselves in their trousers? Just me?
That was
Awesome.
terrifying.
Lads, what about Peter?
What about Peter? What about us? Jilly, how were our power levels?
31% booster, 2% antimatter fuel.
How much light do we have?
Gino, Peter...
Forget about Peter for a fucking second and tell me how much fucking light we have left.
Gino!
Do you have hearing problems, Jilly? Will I get someone who doesn't?
For max distance output, we can do 0.2 light for 10 minutes. Just far enough for you to get to the Gypsy and get a new navigational officer. Captain.
Guys, stop fighting.
Brilliant. I'll make sure to hire one that doesn't put getting her feckin' bit above safety and security of her crew.
And I'll make sure that when I get a new job to specify I don't want to work for a piece of shit who can't even try kill himself without dragging his whole family in to watch him fail at it.
Speak for yourself. Oh yeah, I brought that up. Would the whole class like to know how, or rather where, I found Jilly here the day I bought our ship?
Okay, bro, then maybe after you finish telling everyone that story, I can enlighten the room about how your drunken mess is the reason Mum and Dad are dead.
Don't you dare.
Enough, both of you. Shut up. Look at you. Look at what you're doing. To us. To yourselves. One of our own is trapped in that tomb, and you're too busy arguing over past bullshit to see the situation that we're in. We have enough fuel to reach the Winded Gypsy, and enough booster to keep up with the mausoleum for the next few hours. Once Peter reaches the cockpit, we can turn off the turrets. There, simple. Now apologize to one another right now.
I'm sorry, Jilly, I'm just stressed. This is all my fault, and I'm just taking it out on you. I'm sorry for bringing up all that shit.
Ah, look, I'm sorry too. I was focusing on the wrong thing.
Nice fatherly talk there, Brian.
Yeah, well done, Bernard. And you're right. The situation isn't completely fecked, as long as nothing else unexpected happens.
Jillian, do you, would you do me the honor, do you like boats? Stupid, that's stupid. This must be it. Boy, I'm hungry. I could look up the manifest. Or I could eat my lunch. Eat your lunch, Peter. You deserve it. Fancy hat, Peter. Is that you? How you doing? I'm doing good, Peter. I got a new hat. Ooh, fancy. I know. Ooh, tea. Fancy hat, Peter. I got a doozy of a question for you. Shoot, Peter. There's this girl. Jilly? Yeah. How'd you know? Because I'm you. Oh, yeah. Well, I really want to ask her out, but I don't know how. You're a fancy guy with a fancy hat. How do you do it? Just be yourself, man. She already likes you, so just be direct. Thanks, fancy hat Peter. You always know what to say. What the heck is this? It's like a square bun covered in... oh, flour. Oh, it's all over me. What's this inside of it? Pink meat? Hey, fancy hat Peter, get a load of this.
Peter! He's been off the radio for too long now. Something's wrong. Peter!
Thanks, sake. Peter, I'm burning all of your paintings. Peter, come in, Peter.
Your friends seem eager to reunite. That's good.
Oh, what the heck? Why am I in my underpants? Why are you wearing my spacesuit? Fancy hat, Peter? Have you gone rogue?
Relax. This will all be over soon.
Why am I chained up to this coffin? Where are we?
We are where it all began. The burial tomb of my late great father. You are chained to his final resting place. Fitting that he may aid in my escape, when he was the reason for my imprisonment.
Your father?
I take it his grave is the reason you're here, yes? You wish to rob from the tomb of King Solomon. Unfortunately for you, traps laid out before you, ones which you failed to escape. You asked for the manifest and failed to specify which Alistair you sought.
I asked for the location of Alistair Jeremiah.
The computer, being of a logical sort, brought you to the living, breathing Alistair Jeremiah. Well, of course. Why would it bring you to the dead one? Unless you wished it a nefarious purpose.
And you are?
I'm being very obvious about who I am.
Uh-huh. And you are?
I am Alistair Jerrymon Jr., true heir to the Jerrymon dynasty.
Oh, neato. And you are?
I just said it?
Oh, sorry. I got bonked on the head, so I'm kind of fuzzy right now. Wait, who are you?
10 years in cryostasis, and you're the first person I wake up to?
You were in cryostasis?
Yes, 10 years. We decided to pay one last visit before we sold the mausoleum. The graves were to be exhumed the next day and cremated, so Carrington insisted we pay our respects. That apolicious dolt thought he was the presiding judge on every decision in our house, just because Daddy made him heir. I was the oldest, the smartest, the best looking, and you make him CEO. Just because I skinned a few people and turned their leather into living ballerina statues.
Oh, what?
I was going to come into this vault and tell you how much I hated you. How much I wished it were me that killed you, and not that stroke. But no, we had to get attacked by Leica pirates. The lasers took them out, not before they destroyed our thrusters and our escape ship. Then we fell into that wormhole. Well, what else could I do? We were years away from rescue with only one cryopod. I was heir apparent. I was most important.
What did you do?
Isn't it obvious? I killed them. All of them. I didn't have my flaying blade with me at the time, so I used Carrington's Morosium blaster. An uncouth method, but the only option. I shot them all, including the caretaker as he sat at the computer. I programmed in that little questionnaire so when scavengers did eventually find the vessel, I could assess their intent and their transport. I then took my rightful place as head, and only Jerrymon.
What are you going to do with me?
I'm going to kill you. Then I'm going to escape this tomb, board your vessel masquerading as you, kill your friends, and take the ship.
My friends know I'm in trouble.
I'm afraid there's not much they can do. Once you turned on the computer, I awoke and activated the defense controls. The Embron lasers will keep your friends at bay. I'll use the solar visor to block my face and feign unconsciousness. They'll think something rather nasty happened to me as I escape in the cryopod from a fiery explosion. They'll let their guards down in a vain effort to save whatever they think is you, and then I'll attack, using the very weapon you brought here to protect you.
That's a cool story, buddy, but I've got an even cooler one. See, when I was a kid, we used to visit Gammy Savage back in Canada during our winter holidays. Well, Gammy thought it would be hilarious that I ate dinner outside with our pet dog Beans. For the longest time, I thought it was funny too, but recently I've come to discover that I'm more than likely adopted, so that was pretty mean and cruel and sad. Anyway, one day I'm chowing down on my gristle when Beans snatches it and runs out onto the frozen lake. I was starving, so I chased after him. Well, wouldn't you know, I slip and fall on the ice, snapping both my thumbs.
What does this incredibly depressing story have to do with this current situation?
Oh, I can dislocate both my thumbs, which means I've just slipped out of these chains. Oh, Frederico, I really can't hide you anywhere. Hey, guys, you there?
Peter, where in the almighty fuck were you?
Sorry, Cap, I got kinda held up.
Peter, what's happening over there? The defense turret's turned on and the core is starting to destabilize. You have to get out of there.
Oh, so that's what he meant by fiery explosion. He rigged the ship to blow.
Who did?
No time to explain fully, but short answer, I wasn't alone.
What, like? Ghosts?
No, zombies.
What?
Or something. I'm still pretty confused. That zombie bunked me pretty good.
You need to get to an escape pod, Peter.
No can do, Sonia. I'm locked in one of the burial vaults. The only guy that knows the code to get out of here is dead.
The zombie?
Yeah.
Can you rework the door, Peter?
Or blow through it?
I don't see a panel, and the door is lined with Resilium. No way Maria's busted me out.
Lads, the core is going super critical. Peter doesn't have much time.
We need to come up with a plan.
Peter, we'll come up with something. Conserve your radio battery and we'll be back in 2 seconds.
No problem, Cap. I'll just list my favorite yogurt flavors while I wait. There's vanilla, chocolate, hazel.
Okay, I am completely open to suggestions. Great work, lads.
Bernard, you're normally good for these kind of moments. You got anything?
I honestly don't, Bex. Peter's trapped in that room. He can't reach the cockpit to stop the meltdown.
Speaking of, lads, we should move back. The explosion could damage our ship.
No way, Sonia. We're not abandoning him.
I know we're not, Jilly. We just...
No, if we move, we're admitting that we can't help Peter. I knew this mission was bad, I knew it, and I still went along with it. We never should have tempted fate like this. We never should have asked Peter to do this.
I know, Jilly. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologise, Gino. You apologise at a funeral. This isn't a funeral.
Jill.
No, don't Jill me. We're not leaving Peter with the dead. I swear if he dies...
Wait, say that again.
Don't Jill me.
No, the other bit.
We're not leaving him to the dead.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what we do. We leave him with the dead.
Gino, how could you be so heartless?
No. Right, listen. I've read about these ships before in Academy. The coffins are fitted with ejection thrusters. In the event of a mausoleum going critical, it's programmed to jettison the bodies. Peter?
Huh? Gino?
Peter, get into the casket.
But I ain't dead yet.
No, listen. We can't stop the meltdown, but that's a good thing.
Boy, Gino, this is a pretty cruel eulogy.
Gino, are you sure about this?
99%. Peter, listen to me. These ships are programmed to eject precious cargo. The grave you're sitting on is the precious cargo.
Guys, the computer is going crazy.
Oh my god. It's about to go.
We need to move back, lads.
Okay, Bernard.
Peter, trust me. It's now or never.
Okay, Gino. One problem, though. I don't have my spacesuit on.
What? Why?
I blew a hole in the chest plate killing that zombie.
Okay, firstly, it's not a zombie if you kill it with a hard shot.
Could be a mummy.
Secondly, pretty sure caskets are airtight. We'll just need to find you before you suffocate.
Okay, I'm getting in.
I hope this works.
It will, I'm 90% sure.
You were 99% sure a minute ago.
Guys, I'm inside the coffin.
What's it like?
Comfy. And a little stinky.
The core's rupturing.
Julie, I may not get another chance to ask you this. Will you go out with me?
Yes, Peter. I'd love to. Peter? Peter?
The core's breached. The mausoleum's gone.
Peter!
Did he escape?
Peter? Peter, come in.
Can we see him on the scanners?
There's too much debris.
We gave him Gino's tracker. Where is it?
It went offline as soon as the mausoleum blew up.
Oh, God.
Wait, no. This isn't happening.
Shit.
Gino. I
was 70% sure this would work.
Wait, Jill, come here.
What?
Your chief nav, what does that look like to you?
I don't see anything.
Wipe away them feckin' tears and look at the monitor.
What are you? Wait.
Lads, for feck's sake, please, share.
There's a faint radio signal coming from the other side of the debris field, but it's moving away fast.
That's gotta be him.
We need to move. The signal's fading.
We'll need to use the rest of our antimatter fuel to catch up.
Make it happen, Bernard.
What if it isn't him?
It has to be Jill. Plot a route through that field.
Already did it, Gino.
Sonia, raise deflector shielding.
Done.
Vex, say the thing.
Maximum light.
Do you still have the signal, Jilly?
Just about. We're coming up on it.
Shields are taking a hit. Loads of feckin' shrapnel.
Keep her up, first officer.
We're right on top of the casket. Should be visible on the viewport.
The what?
Front window. Windshield, Gino.
Just call it that.
I see it. It's so spinny.
Engage magna clamp.
Engaged. Bingo in 3, 2, 1.
That's all the antimatter fuel we've got left, lads.
Peter, are you there? Is that you?
Please tell me we got it right.
I can't believe I actually want to hear that idiot's voice.
Hey guys!
Peter!
He's alive.
Thank fuck.
Bernie, we got him!
Excellent.
We thought you were dead. But what happened to your tracking beacon?
I left it in the mausoleum. Sorry.
Peter, we're going to transfer you to the cargo bay. Are you okay?
Yeah, Although when you open the casket, I think the corpse may have peed himself, so don't say anything to embarrass him.
Wait! Oh my god, that's so much pee.
Yeah, Alastor got pretty scared.
That's the main man himself.
Yeah, I guess his son wanted to make a dramatic statement, which, as an artist, I respect.
His son?
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story.
We can't wait to hear, Peter. Come on, let's go get some tea.
And some clothes.
Sure, it's pretty long though.
Oh, don't worry. We've used up all our antimatter fuel, so we're boosting to the Winded Gypsy.
It's going to take about 4 days.
Oh, God.
That's so much ice soup for dinner.
Actually, I think we're out of water too.
That's okay. I think there's a water recycler in the spare room somewhere.
Lovely. We finally resorted to drinking our own pee.
Could we all stop talking about pee? It's gross.
It's not that bad, Bex. It's just water, salt, urea. Kidney excretions if you're fancy.
Why did you wink at me when you said that, Peter?
Right, I suppose we better leave off Mr. Jerriman here. Wait, what's this?
Gina, what did you find?
Are you crying?
Oh, buddy, I missed you too.
Look!
Is that
a solid gold watch? Yes. Yes, it is.
So this grave robbing wasn't fruitless after all.
Right, lads, to the canteen. Tea is on me.
Isn't it always free?
No, it's deducted from your wage.
What?
Did you enjoy your lunch, Peter?
I didn't get a chance to eat it. What the heck was it anyway?
A luncheon blah.
A what?
A blah.
Why are you saying blah?
No, that's just what it's called.
Blah. 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 Blah.
That's it.
You guys are weird, man.
I'm the comeback kid, you know where I reside. Receiving signals from across the miles, from across the mile. Coming down the wire. I don't know why you gotta put out the lights. I don't know